Deep in the heart of a thick green jungle, where giant trees formed a roof of leaves, and sunlight danced through the branches, many animals lived together. The jungle was full of life. Birds chirped in the morning, elephants walked slowly near the river, and monkeys played loudly in the tall trees. Among all these animals lived a small deer named Soren. Soren was not the biggest deer in the jungle. His legs were not the fastest, and he was not as strong as the wild buffalo or as fierce as the tigers. But Soren had something rare. He had a calm and thoughtful mind. Whenever something unexpected happened, while other animals panicked, Soren would stop, breathe, and carefully observe the situation before acting. Many animals admired this quality, but some didn't understand it. One day, while resting under a tree, a young monkey
Did
said,
you hear that rustle?
"Soren, if danger comes, thinking won't help you. In the jungle, you must run fast or fight hard." Soren smiled gently. "Running and fighting are useful," he replied, "but sometimes the mind is stronger than both." The monkey laughed and jumped away. But soon, the jungle was about to witness the truth of Soren's words. One afternoon, the sun was high in the sky, and the jungle was quiet. Soren walked toward the river to drink water. The cool wind moved softly through the tall grass. Suddenly,
Whoa!
a deep roar
Is
echoed
that-
through the forest. From the bushes stepped Kara the tiger, one of the most powerful hunters in the jungle. Soren froze. Before he could turn around, he heard movement behind him. A pack of wild dogs had surrounded the path. Soren's heart started beating faster. In front of him stood the tiger. Behind him waited the pack. Running was impossible. Fighting was unthinkable. Many animals watching from the trees felt terrified. A squirrel whispered, "Soren is trapped." A parrot flapped its wings nervously. "He should run," another bird cried. But Soren didn't run. Inside his mind, fear tried to take control. But Soren remembered something his mother had once told him. When fear arrives, calmness must lead. So Soren closed his eyes for a moment and took a deep breath. Slowly, his mind became clear. The tiger stepped forward slowly. "Well, well," Kara growled, "a deer with nowhere to go." The wild dogs circled around. One of them said, "This will be an easy meal." The animals watching from the trees could hardly look, but Soren carefully observed his surroundings. He noticed something nearby. To the right of the path was a steep, muddy slope leading down to the river. The ground was soft and slippery from the morning rain. Suddenly, an idea formed in Soren's mind. Soren looked calmly at the tiger. "Great Kara," he said respectfully, "before you eat me, I must warn you about something." The tiger paused. "Warn me?" she said suspiciously. "Yes," Soren replied. "There is a dangerous hunter trap hidden near the river. Many animals have already been caught there. I accidentally stepped near it and barely escaped." The wild dogs looked worried. "Trap?" one of them asked. "Yes," Soren continued. "It is hidden under the mud near the slope. I was lucky to escape, but if you step there..." He let the sentence remain unfinished. The tiger narrowed her eyes. "Show me," she demanded. Soren slowly walked toward the muddy slope. The tiger and the wild dogs followed carefully behind him. When they reached the top of the slope, Soren pointed downward. "The trap is right there," he said. The muddy ground looked wet and unstable. The tiger leaned forward to see better. At that exact moment, Soren gently stepped aside. The tiger placed one heavy paw on the slippery mud. Whoosh! The ground suddenly gave way. The tiger slid down the steep slope straight into the river below. Splash! The wild dogs panicked. Seeing the tiger fall, they became frightened and confused. They barked loudly and ran back into the jungle. Soren calmly stepped away from the edge. His heart was still beating fast, but his mind remained steady. He had escaped the danger without fighting anyone. Soon the animals gathered around Soren. The monkeys, birds, rabbits, and even the old elephant came to see him. The young monkey who had laughed before looked amazed. "Soren, how did you stay so calm?" he asked. Soren smiled gently. "When fear enters the mind," he said, "it tries to control your actions. But if you stay calm, your mind becomes like clear water. In clear water, you can see the right path." The old elephant nodded wisely. "Yes," he said, "strength and speed are powerful, but wisdom guided by calmness is even more powerful." From that day on, the animals of the jungle respected Soren deeply. Whenever problems appeared, they remembered how the small deer had escaped danger, not with strength, but with a calm and thoughtful mind. A calm mind can see solutions that panic cannot. In life, problems will come. Fear will appear. But when you pause, breathe, and think clearly, you often find a way forward. Sometimes the strongest power you can have is a peaceful mind. If you enjoyed this story and learned something valuable today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories that can inspire your life.